Top athletes playing the world's favorite game. Being physically fit is taken for granted. But for others, football and active sports can be impossible. Not for them, the roar of the crowd. Here in the Great Lakes region of Central Africa, it's estimated the number of amputees would fill the 55,000 Old Trafford Stadium, home of Manchester United, several times over. In many African countries, apart from accidents, wars, landmines, polio and snake bites have maimed so many. Not for them, the physiotherapy departments of modern Western hospitals, with expertise and sophisticated devices to make life bearable. Even the environment is against them. Rugged terrain, dirt tracks for roads, and primitive housing. Western-style artificial limbs seldom provide an answer. They're expensive and impractical for people who sit cross-legged and who squat. Back in the 70s, orthopedic surgeons working at Jaipur in India began to tackle the problem. They developed a limb, more especially a foot, which is cheap and easy to fit and which can withstand the rigors of rough and stony ground without necessarily being protected by shoes or sandals. Their work spread to Africa. For many, the limbs have given newfound freedom to cycle and even to work in the fields. By the mid-80s, the Rotary Jaipur Limb Project was founded. Its aim, to provide the funding for the materials and the training of the technicians. 2 permanent centers were established, one in Jaipur, the other in Delhi. They are operated by the Mahavir Society for the Physically Handicapped. At these centers, patients are provided with limbs completely free of charge. In many cases, they can be measured, their limbs made and be sent on their way within a few hours. All for about £25. Astonishing by Western standards. Temporary limb camps have been set up across India, and the scheme widened to countries in Africa.
Not all amputees are suitable for the Jaipur Foot system, but the majority, because they live in the rural areas, it is adaptable and suitable. This is because it is light, it can be used in the mud, in water, and in all sorts of conditions without any repair, disrepair, or any damage. So we think that probably this is one of the best systems.
This is a leprosy hospital at Kumi in Uganda, a tumble-down collection of tin-roofed buildings and shacks. Once, it was among the best in the country. Wars and looting have reduced it to a pitiful condition. Nevertheless, it's here that a Jaipur training center and workshop has been set up to serve the Great Lakes region. Max Ackermann leads a small dedicated team who grapple against the odds, even a hopelessly inadequate water supply. They're proud of their achievements. They bring mobility to patients who in many cases somehow struggle to reach the hospital from hundreds of miles away. So far, there are just a handful of centers in Africa, but not all are located in hospitals. This one's installed in 3 disused shipping containers, stacked in the corner of wasteland on the outskirts of Kampala. It desperately needs better facilities and more support. Just one technician works 6 days a week from 8 in the morning to 6 at night, bringing his brand of practical help to a grateful, always growing patient list. His materials and tools are basic, but with them, he creates miracles.
Yeah, I've been working in government hospitals for 15 years, and here in the Jaipur workshop. I've spent a year and a half. Of course, I enjoy it when I see my patients walking there and then, because they don't need too much training, gait training. With the Jaipur, a patient will just walk straight, and I enjoy that.
The amputees of India and Africa need help. 25 pounds is all that it takes to make a limb. With it, the technicians use their skill and commitment to provide a gift of priceless value for their fellow countrymen.
I'm very pleased to talk about the Jaipur limb because it has been used extensively by Rotarians, and it's one of the very excellent projects for polio victims. It's an excellent project for some of the mine disaster victims. It's an excellent project really for any victims who need to use this prosthesis, and it has worked out excellent because of the low cost of it, because it's easier to train people how to attach them, how they can use them. The Jaipur limb is just one of those real good projects that Rotarians have discovered, and I would invite anyone and everyone to participate in the project.